Ohaku da yo. Hello, hello, hello. Shut up! I'm not too drunk for stream. Shut up! I'm not too drunk for. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. I haven't even started drinking yet. However, my dumb bitch ass didn't have time to prep, so I couldn't put my beer in the fridge. So we're not gonna start with a beer. We're gonna start with a sad, mild temperature, room temperature vodka. Hello. How are you doing? How you doing? You have your drinky. You have your drinky. You have your drinky. How you drinky? No, put my beer in the fridge. It's in the fridge. I'll go grab it when we're done with this first bottle. Yes, I will do that. I promise. I promise. I will do that. I'm not sure about this music. Maybe I'll change it later. No drinking for me today. I got to celebrate. I got Chinese food. Oh yeah, let's go! I got katsu chicken before stream. I got katsu chicken before stream. It was really good. It was really good. Really good. Incredibly good. Delicious. Well, if you have your drink, you have your drink, we can go. Kanpai! You know? Kanpai with me. Wait, this is the wrong toggle. Kanpai! 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 Yes. I don't like this music. I want to put something else for BGM. Let's go back to our usual. Let's go back to our usual. I like this. It has more of a us vibe. Here we go. It is better. I don't blink the gonna fill with lemon. Let's go! Lemon water! Let's go! Give it up for lemon water, everyone! I'm looking up without drinks me too. You'll see that I actually get if I do get dorky. Yeah, I actually get sleepy. I will ask you that we started the stream to not mention alcohol too much in the chat because I don't know you know, YouTube, all that. Yeah. So we'll be focusing today on Am I the butt posts, and we'll be reviewing them. So it's a very simple thing that we're gonna do. I'll be reading the posts, and we'll decide if they're the butt or if they're not the butt, or if everyone's the butt or if no one's the butt. And if there's a butt, I will drink my spicy water. It's spicy water. It's spicy water. Spicy juice. Yeah, I like to call it spicy juice. It's spicy water. Hi, Izzy! How you doing? A bottle of spicy water drink. Hello, Skylar! Now I have a thing to open my spicy water. I'm gonna take a first step. Sip. We haven't even started, and I already can't talk. It's spicy blue water. It's blue spicy water. Oh yeah, that's room temp, baby. Oh, that's the room temp we like. Oh, I love room temperature spicy water. I love room temperature spicy water so much. I gotta be careful because I drink really fast. So I was like, yeah, I'll take a sip. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's a big sip. Oopsie. Okay. Shall we... How was your day? How was your day, everyone? You want to get into it? So yeah, to re-explain the rules, if there's a but person, I'm also realizing that this bottle of soju right there is placed really weirdly and I can't move it. Give me a second. Disappear off your screen. Give me a second. Give me a second. Immersion broken. Immersion broken. Immersion broken. Oh no. Oh, this is really annoying me. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate. We're gonna put something in front of it. We're gonna put something in front of it. Here. What do we put in front of it? Do I have a tiny title or something? No, what do I have? What can we put in front of it? Can I put myself in front of it? I think we should put me in front of it. I think we should put me in front of it. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Beautiful. Amazing. Aku for censorship. Aku for censorship. I think every time I censor something, I should shut up. I should just use myself. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so did I explain what we were doing today? Yeah. I'm reading Am I the Asshole posts on Reddit? And not drunk yet, by the way. Yeah, this is just my normal state. I'm reading Am I the Asshole posts on Reddit? And if they're assholes, I get a sip of spicy juice. If they're not assholes, I don't get a sip of spicy juice. I hope there are many assholes today because there's a lot of spicy juice to finish. You guys got a sip too, right? We all take spicy juice. We all take spicy juice. And if you don't, well, peer pressure. Anyway, let's start with the first one, which I thought was really funny. And I really wanted to start with that one. It's so fucking stupid. Actually, let me get it. I'm not showing them on screen because it's annoying to do and it's ugly and I like aesthetic. And we all love aesthetic here. Imagine I could end stream sober. That could happen. That could unironically happen. Okay. 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 Let me check if everything is okay. Everything is okay. Okay. Thank you for joining the Akulytes, Skylock. Thank you. Welcome to the place where we do things. Sometimes. Not the peer pressure, yes, the peer pressure. Am I allowed to clip or do you not feel comfortable with clips of you potentially drunk? If I didn't feel comfortable with it, I wouldn't do the stream. So yeah, you're okay with it. All I'm asking for is not too much mention of spicy juice under another name than spicy juice. Why am I taking sips? We haven't even read anything yet. Okay. The first one is, am I the asshole for waking up my boyfriend for a donut? I may be biased on that one, because I see people are saying asshole. I may be biased on that one, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's perfectly normal behavior. I too would wake up my 2D boyfriend if I had one to get donuts. But we probably need more context because people are saying they're the asshole. But I would do it. I would do it. I would do it. I would absolutely wake someone at 5 AM to get me some donuts if I were craving them. That's the kind of person I am. Okay, what are they saying? So, my boyfriend is a diabetic. Oh, well, that's just mean. Okay, yeah, I think I can get it now. I think I understand why people are saying they're the asshole. But let's keep reading. So my boyfriend is a diabetic with stomach issues. He's always in pain, but always talks about wanting to enjoy nature. Every time I try to plan a trip for us in the mountains of forest, what does that have to do with anything? Okay, moving on. He always agrees to it, then bails on the plan that day. He'll say he woke up too late to do anything. Sometimes we won't wake until 1 or 2 p.m. To which I tell him that the sun doesn't set for another 6 hours, back when it was summertime. He says either way it's too late, and that he doesn't want to drive back home when it's nighttime. Hey, your boyfriend's kind of a butt. You guys are kind of like, you guys have found each other, I guess. I was seeing a whole bunch of really nice sunrise pictures that were taken these past couple of days in our city on Reddit. So I thought it'd be nice to get him a donut from his favorite donut shop and drive 10 minutes to this really nice park to watch the sunrise together. The donut shop is south from our house, and the park is right next to the donut shop. I was going to pick up the donuts and then come back to wake him up, but then I realized that it didn't make any sense to drive back and forth in the opposite direction. Plus, I couldn't remember his favorite type of donut, so I thought it'd be nice to take him with me so that he could pick out one he liked. I don't even enjoy sweets in the morning, but he loves it. I'm so confused so far. I want to keep on reading, but I'm so confused. Because I keep changing my tone so much on like... At the start I was like, nah, not the asshole. And then I read boyfriend is diabetic, and I'm like, okay, maybe the asshole. And then I'm like, wait, maybe not the asshole? But also, he's diabetic? So I don't know? I don't know. Let's keep reading. Also, hi, baby! I woke him up and asked if we could get donuts. The interaction went like this. Me. Hey, can we get donuts? Him. What? When? Me. Right now, smiley face. Him. Why? Me. I just really want one right now. Him. What? This feels like a joke. Am I dreaming right now? Me. Haha, no, it's not a dream. Him. Are you being serious right now? Me. Yes. How inconsiderate can you be? You know I have work at 2 p.m. I'm trying to sleep in, and you wake me up hours before I have to wake up. It was 7 a.m. I didn't say anything, and he just rolled over to face the other direction. It made me feel really crappy and shitty about myself. I guess the gesture was nice and all, but I guess he couldn't have known what I had planned. I don't know. It just makes me feel terrible because he can wake up early and drop everything to play Call of Duty with his friends, but all of my plans always get crapped on. I don't know how to feel about this. This is so conflicting. I feel like an asshole for waking him up because he's having a hard time falling back asleep now. Context, because they're so they got replies. For everyone asking me why I'm getting a diabetic donuts, he loves sweets. He'll wake up in the middle of the night and snack on cake or Oreos. He's a type 1 diabetic, so he's not overweight or unhealthy at all. He's not eating cake for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He enjoys sweets when he wakes up in the morning, so I thought that'd be a nice gesture. I understand that type 1 diabetics can have long-term health issues if their blood blah 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 blah. They're saying things. I don't understand why people are saying they're the ass. Like, it's not that deep. But I don't know. I'm missing context. Hi, Hud! Hi, Hud! Maybe bring it up the day before he goes to bed. I feel like everyone's the asshole here. I feel like the boyfriend's such an asshole. Dump his ass, though. Dump his ass! Dump his ass! Dump his ass. I'd say it's neutral. She wanted to be sweet but didn't tell him the idea. I mean, it's the whole thing for a surprise, but I do like the only thing I'm miffed on is that he had to work at 2 p.m. and she didn't take that into account. Like, if you know he has to work at 2 p.m. then yeah, you let the guy sleep, right? Because he works, you know, he works later in the day and all that. So yeah, surprise isn't the best on work day. I agree with that. I wouldn't call him like an actual asshole for that, but the boyfriend though. The boyfriend's an ass. Then again, maybe we're missing some context. I don't know. I feel like everyone's a little bit of the asshole here. Because the boyfriend reacted like shit. Like, the boyfriend just sounds shitty in general. He sounds shitty. He sounds like such a shit boyfriend. Cause like, what do you mean he doesn't want to go do stuff with you? He shit with you. And then when he like has friends that call him in the morning to play Call of Duty, he goes to play with them. What a fucking loser. What a fucking loser. Getting woken up suddenly makes people cry. No, I understand that. My point is that this man keeps saying no to going on like doing stuff with her, and he's like, oh no, it's too late to do stuff. Ooh. And then he gets cranky because he wakes up early in the morning, but then he does that with his friend and doesn't give her any time. That sounds so shitty. That sounds shitty. That sounds shitty. But I'm probably letting my personal experience speak here. That sounds shitty as heck. I think moving on from the fact that the boyfriend seems to be really, really stupid and you should dump his ass. I wouldn't call her an asshole, but it was a bit like inconsiderate to wake him up if he has work later. Like it was, the intention was good. The intention was good, but you should have, you should have done that another day when you know he doesn't work. I guess she was maybe excited to do that with him. So I don't know. It was like I feel like she was trying to compromise and like try to do something with him that he would have probably said no to, but also get him his donut, which he would probably say yes to. So it's like a myth bag because she's also doing it for herself, right? She's also doing it for herself. I don't think she's an asshole, though. Like I wouldn't go as far as to say she's an asshole. It was a bit inconsiderate. Yeah. He was like, in general, outside of this story, the boyfriend looks like an ass, but here she was inconsiderate. I wouldn't call her an asshole though. Ew. So I'm reading comments really fast on what people are saying. Yeah, people are just saying that, yeah, she was wrong for making plans without telling the other person. I don't know. I mean, it depends on your partner, I guess. I think that's a rule. I personally like to be surprised. I can understand, like, maybe telling them that there's plans. Like, not telling them what the plans are, but telling them that there's plans, you know? I think that's important for sure. So yeah, 4 out of 10 asshole. I think she was a bit rude and inconsiderate. So if we really had to judge it by asshole or not asshole, I guess it would be a little bit asshole, but it's not a massive asshole. Yeah, so I guess I'll take a sip. I think if you're in a situation like that, first dump his ass. Second, definitely always like see with the person if they're even there for the plans. Like I think it's really cool to prepare a surprise for someone. It's really sweet, but make sure that they're here for it. Make sure that they don't have other plans. Make sure that they want to, and that kind of stuff. You know, it can still be a surprise. It can still be a surprise, but you gotta make sure that the person is available for it. I'll make sure the person is available for it, and that it works with their schedule, and that it's not gonna make them cranky. Yeah, I can understand the boyfriend in like the way where, I know if personally I was told, hey, we're going somewhere, out of nowhere, I would tell the person, nuh-uh. 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 Something happened 2 days ago that's considered doomsday. Is it the Sonato game releasing? Only comes deep for you. The spicy juice is not very foreign. I think we're taking schmippies. We're taking schmippies when someone is the asshole. Nope, I don't know then, Squid. Check with boundaries before you plan surprises. Yeah, that too. Some people hate surprises. Some people hate surprises too, so you gotta make sure that they like it. I know personally I love surprises, but I know a lot of other people don't. So you have to be mindful of that for sure. So I think she wasn't like, it wasn't like with bad intentions. She was trying to do something sweet, but it's still a bit of an asshole. And maybe a personal opinion bias, but as a boyfriend, he should within reason jump at the opportunity to spend time with his partner. I mean, okay, like yes, outside of that situation I agree. I think that he's being a shitty boyfriend. I think he's being a shitty boyfriend in general, with like not agreeing to any of the plans, even when she does tell him in advance a little bit, or offers to do stuff. But in this situation, I don't think it's a bit inconsiderate to wake someone up without checking first if it's okay to. Because if the guy works a little bit of a night shift, having done that before, you are like completely hecked up after it. So, Alerted to war before doing a surprise? I mean, depends the kind of surprise. If you're throwing a birthday party, I mean, first you do have to know if the person likes surprises in the first place. But if they do, well, at least make sure that they're gonna be here when you throw the birthday party. You know? Don't just throw a birthday party and you don't know if the person has other plans. That's more like it, you know? Like when you throw a birthday party, you're not gonna just throw it without trying to find an excuse for them to be here, right? Kind of the same thing. So I can understand that sentiment and being waken up at 7 AM when you know you have to work later down the line and stuff. And you went to bed late. I can understand. I do think he should be happier that she's planning stuff for them, but I guess he was cranky. I don't know. I believe it happened. An omen of the foreseen blood flood coming. Are we talking about Elden Ring stuff? They announced a Skibidi Toilet movie. I'm gonna drink. They are the asshole for announcing a Skibidi Toilet movie. Yeah, I wanted a few sips to swallow that information. I need a few sips to swallow that information. I actually got anxious for a moment and it turned out to be a toilet. I don't want to know about the Skibidi Toilet lore. I don't want to know about the Skibidi Toilet lore. That's how I feel about that one. I kind of, in the end, I just think everyone's the asshole. I don't think she's a big asshole. I think he's being a big asshole. But yeah. That's not a joke. I think I saw a movie poster on Twitter and I wasn't sure if it was a joke or not. So here you are. It's probably not a joke because I really wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't a joke. Unfortunately for all of us and our mental health. Why can't we just get a pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbows movies, huh? Why? What? What? Is she on there making a movie with Michael Bay directing it? Why? Why do we live? Just to suffer. I don't... Why? I don't like it. I don't like that at all. This does not spark joy. This does not spark joy. It does not. Okay. Moving on. Where's our Aku movie starring Chris Pratt as AkuNEET? If we were to cast someone to play as me, it would definitely be Jack Black and not Chris Pratt. Because I think Jack Black is way cooler. And also he does Bowser. Yeah. Okay. 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 Next one. Next one. Let me grab one. Here. This one sounds like the asshole, but we'll see. It's a short one. Am I the asshole for criticizing my partner's gift giving? With just the title... With just the title, I would say yes. But I have to have more context on it. But with just the title, I would say yes. With just the title, I would say yes. But it depends on, yeah, it depends on the context. Without context and just the title, it sounds like a yes. But we are always surprised with these. All the homies pulling up to watch the Skibbity Toilet release. Guys. Okay, let's find a bet or something. And if I lose the bet or whatever, I'll go watch the movie live in the movie theater, and I'll drag my best friend with me. All of Am I the Asshole titles are clickbaity. Exactly. Exactly. Absolutely, Radio. You got it. Depends on his guess. It's just like empty soda cans. I don't think that's a good guess. But what if he made a necklace out of it? No, that's valid. Okay. I, 28 female, have been dating my partner, 34 male, for a little over a year. I have a birthday coming up, and he asked me what I wanted. I told him I would rather not just tell him something to get me, but have him pick something from the heart, so to speak. I told him that, to me, gift giving is more about thoughtfulness around the person you're gifting to. He was frustrated by that, and said I was high maintenance when it came to getting gifts, and said that I thought it was crass when he gave me a vibrator for Christmas! I am not disappointed! I am not disappointed! By comparison, I had given him an Ancestry DNA kit after he had seemed really excited when I showed him my Ancestry results one day. Am I the asshole for calling his Christmas gift crass and not wanting to tell him what to get me as a birthday gift? Oh my goodness. What are these fucking people? Maybe it came from the heart. I'm pretty sure it came from somewhere else, but... I don't think she's the asshole for calling the gift crass if she hadn't asked for that. Because, like, imagine you're in a family gathering for Christmas and you just get an egg, right? You just get an egg. That'd be crazy. So, I don't think she's the asshole for that. But... I do think she should communicate. I understand that you want something that comes from the heart. Stop memeing about the eggs, you idiots! You want something that comes from the heart, and something that they picked specifically for you, and I understand that. But it's gonna be hard to complain about the gifts you get if you don't give them ideas. If they're bad at it. Yeah, some people just can't do that. Some people just can't do that, and I understand it personally. I'm like that. I'm able to gift stuff. My love language is gift giving. My love language is gift giving, so I spend a shit ton of time trying to find the perfect gift for someone without having their input. But it takes time, and it's really hard. And even for some people, I want to give up, because some people, they'll have a lot of things they like that you can do gifts for. Like, literally, my Papa Aku Papa, is really hard to get gifts for because he already has most of the stuff he needs, and he doesn't want stuff he doesn't, like, practically need. And sometimes there's books I can get, but most of the time he already has them. It's really hard. So, it takes a lot of time and stuff. And I don't think you can ask everyone to put that time once you're an adult. I think for kids it's important, like for Christmas stuff, that you put the time to do that. But for adults, I feel if you're really bad at it, then I think you should throw hints to your partners. I think you should throw hints to your partners and friends and stuff. Even though I understand, it feels much better to receive something that they thought of on their own because it feels more thoughtful. If I'm just asking for things, I mean, I'm happy to get the gift, but it like, I can also understand. It does feel a bit emptier. So yeah, it depends on how you view gift giving. The issue I have here is that the issue is here. I understand you calling the Christmas gifts crass, but you can't really complain about the gift if you don't give them hints. Like, that's my issue with this. If she was just saying, hey, I want you to think about it and not complaining about a past gift, I think I'd be more fine. But here she kind of like wants the money of the pie and to eat the pie too. I don't know. I don't know how you say it in English. I don't know how you say English. In French, you say you want the butter, the money, and the smile of the farmer. I think it's really funny. But so yeah, like she wants everything at once, and clearly she can't have that. So she needs to like decide. Having your cake, yes, having your cake and eating it too. Thank you. I completely forgot it was that. Thank you. Yeah, she wants her cake and to eat it too. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. Is she really an asshole though? I wouldn't call her an asshole. I wouldn't call her an asshole. Because that is so minimal. That is so fucking first world problem right there. That is such a first world problem. That is such a first world problem. So yeah, I would say not the asshole, but she does need to get a bit like she needs to understand the partner a little bit more. I don't think the boyfriend is a butt though. I don't know. He did make a pretty rude comment though. He did say that she's high maintenance. Which, man, we hate gaslighting around here. We hate gaslighting around here. So actually calling her high maintenance would make me feel like the boyfriend is the butt. But the girly is definitely not the butt. I think she just needs to communicate a little bit more though. She does need to like understand that maybe her boyfriend is not able to do what she wants. Or at least needs hints. You know? At least he needs a hint in the right direction. Like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah. That's my take on it. That's my take on it. But it's important to communicate and understand that not everyone is able to do gift giving like that. Like, I wish, because for the past, what? 6 years? 7 years? Probably more. Most of the gifts I've ever received, I had to like make lists for it. And it sucks. It sucks. And I feel like a terrible person for making lists. Even though I'm being asked to make them. I'm being asked to make them. But I feel terrible because I wish... I don't know. I feel like it's not something they care about. I don't know if it makes sense. I want the gift to mean something for the person who gifts it to. And not just be an object that you give. I don't know if it makes sense. So I understand that it sucks. I really do. But sometimes you do have to suck it up a little bit because... I mean, you'll get other people doing that for you, and not everyone is able to do that. And I can understand. If my parents had to gift me stuff, they would not know how to do it. Sometimes they manage. Sometimes they manage. It was one Christmas where Aku Papa gifted me one of my favorite gifts ever. He got the idea to gift me a blanket with sleeves, and I was so happy. He did fail his thing a little bit because he told me he was gonna get me that. So -1 for no surprise. But he did get me like that on his own. It was his own idea. It was his own idea, and I found it amazing. And it's the best thing, one of the best things I've ever gotten. It makes me so happy, and it's a blanket. It makes me so happy because he actually thought of like, oh, what does she need? What can make her happy? What kind of things does she like? And he knows I love to snuggle under a blanket, whether it's 30 degrees Celsius outside or -5. It's the same thing. I always have a blanket on. So he thought, oh yeah, blanket with sleeves so she can do stuff at the same time. And I'm so grateful for that. And then he got me a second one with cats on it. And I love it. A snuggly. I think it's called a snuggly, but it's not. No, because it's not like a hoodie you put on. It's like, it's a blanket with sleeves, but it doesn't go like to your back. It's like a normal blanket, it just has sleeves. But yeah, that's a... Is it a snuggie? Okay, it's a snuggie then. Yeah. Like, no, it's not like the ones on TV. That's why I'm saying that. It's not like the ones on TV, because the ones on TV, you put on your body. Like, you have to put your head through them. This one is like a regular blanket, but with sleeves. But yeah, it's... Yeah, it's a great gift. I'm really happy. It's like a patient gown with a blanket. No, it's not like a gown. That's what I'm explaining. It's a blanket. It's just a blanket, but it has sleeves. And a little pocket at the front. And that's amazing too. They have animal pajama onesies, yes. I used to have a black cat one, but unfortunately it got a hole. So I had to throw it away. But it was really old too. I have a raccoon one. And the other one, I'm not sure what kind of animal it is. I think it's a bear. It's not made like... It has animal ears, but it's not really made to be an animal. But my raccoon one is my favorite. And I got it when I was like... Oh... I think I got it when I was like 14. 15 perhaps. And I can still get in it just fine. It's still perfect size. Oh, with the open back. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, like you can see the butt. That's... Hospital gowns are so weird. Yeah, I guess it's like that. Yeah. So yeah, what were we saying? Oh yeah, am I the asshole? Yeah. So I don't think she's the asshole. I think the boyfriend is slightly asshole-ish. People are saying she's the asshole. I don't understand. People are saying that, oh yeah, this is a test trap for your partner. And now you're putting... It's even a higher bar to get you a gift. And I'm like, what do you mean? That's not what she meant. It's not like... She's not gonna judge the amount of thoughts that went in it. That's not what this is about. Because people are saying, oh yeah, you're the one to judge what amount of thoughts is enough for you in a gift. That's stupid. And I don't think that's what she meant. I think she just meant she wants him to pick something that he thinks she'll like, because it shows that he's thinking about what she likes. And that's it. Like, I don't know. Aww. Again, maybe it's because I'm like that, so I can understand. Like, I would never judge amounts of thoughts into something. I have once received a fucking AliExpress pen set as a gift, and I was beyond happy. I was over the moon because it had cats on it. It had cats on it. It was a super cheap gift. They probably had to scroll for 2 seconds to find it. It was my internship referent. My internship referent gifted me that at the end of my internship. She gifted me that, and I was over the moon. You know what I wasn't over the moon about? That one time where I got gifted a bunch of shit with cats on them, and then I went to a store, and you know what I found? I found a big whole shelf with just cat stuff. So it just felt like the person just grabbed the cat stuff, put it in the bag, didn't think about it more than that. Just, oh yeah, cat, sure, I'll grab just that kind of, yeah, sure. Oh yeah, sure. It was not like actually useful stuff, it's just like, you know? Yeah. I was still grateful for the gift. With, like, in hindsight, I was grateful. But yeah, so I was, for that context, I was 15 again. 15 or 16. And I got a cutting board with cats on it and a cute little cat, how's it called? I think a table set thingy. A plastic table set thing. And like, I don't know, do you see the issue here? One of them was just, oh, random cat shit, I'll put it in my bag, and the other one was just, oh, hey, this, I'm looking for a pen set for her because she's gonna do psychology stuff, therapist stuff, so she's probably gonna be needing some pens. So, I'll get her pens. Oh, cat ones, sure, I'll get that. It's $2. It's $2 on AliExpress. And I'm over the moon. I'm super happy about it. You know? It's that kind of stuff. I don't mean to sound picky, because in the end, again, in hindsight, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the stuff I got. It's just, I remember as a kiddo being a little bit crushed because it was like, man, they just went near a shelf that was really early in the store and didn't think more than that, and just yoinked the stuff. You know, they didn't look for more than that. So yeah, I don't know. Well, at least you didn't give him nostalgia. Oh, I mean, I would hope not, because that was from a family member. So I would hope I wouldn't get an egg. I would hope so. So like 4 spare was for gifts. I don't understand sometimes, but yeah. And then that same person later on did a bit better with, like, she still sometimes does that, but like recently she got me stuff that I'm not necessarily a fan of, but I appreciate because there was thoughts in it, you know? So yeah. Anyway, moving on. We've only done like 2 so far, I think. For 3 maybe? 3. That's crazy. My favorite gift is, was one of my friends got me a big seal plush for Christmas. I still use this pillow. You have no idea the amount of plushies I have. I love plushies. I love plushies so much. Okay, next one. Next one is, am I the asshole for refusing to talk about how I'd spend my Lotto win? No, you're not. Let's continue. My 32-year-old female partner, 42-year-old male, loves to play Lotto. He truly believes one day he'll win. I'm not overly bothered by it. He's only betting small amounts under $10 and doesn't have any other gambling addictions. He also loves to talk about the upcoming draws, and when someone wins, he'd always be upset and talk about, can you believe it? They won X amount of money. Why not me? What do you think they're doing right now? He also loves to discuss what he'd do with the money if we won. Pretty much every single time he buys a ticket. So, almost weekly. I'm not into Lotto. I'm more of a pragmatic person. Honestly, I find these conversations quite annoying. I've entertained it multiple times, and it was nice to dream about traveling the world and helping out our families, friends, charities, etc. But talking about it again and again just really irritates me. I find it a waste of time. Today we were sitting in the kitchen, and he said he bought a ticket for Saturday. 20 million, what would you do? I shrugged and said, "Can we talk about something else? Kind of spoke about it so many times." But she got quite upset and unloaded on me that 1, I think I'm smarter than he is, and 2, I'm unsupportive. A couple of months ago, I broke down and asked him to seek therapy when he kept complaining to me about his life failures. Also, always the same conversation that made me feel extremely sad and heartbroken for him. I could not cope anymore. And 3, that if he'd started an intellectual conversation with me, I'd be soon lost. Am I the asshole for refusing to discuss what I'd do with my little win for the 10,000th time? No. No, you're not. No, you're not, girly. I don't think he's the asshole either, though. I think no one's the asshole here. I think absolutely no one is the asshole here. My man has issues, and she can't be the one to bear them all. Had trouble feeling that one. Man likes Loto a lot. Speaks about Loto way too much. Keeps repeating the same exact conversation. Fiance, partner, person goes, "Hey, can we talk about something else? We've already discussed this." And he gets mad and says that she's unsupportive and that she thinks she's smarter than him, and that if there was a smart conversation, he would make her feel lost. Because she also, like a month ago, she also did not wanna, how to call it, listen to him talk about the same issues he'd brought with therapy stuff. I'd recommend, as she said, therapy! I think they both need counseling. Yeah. I mean, I don't think the lady has issues. I think she could have said it in a nicer way here. And I do think you gotta be here for your partner's struggles, but I can also understand that when you listen to someone talk about the same issue over and 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 over again, at some point, you're just gonna not be able to anymore. So, like, that's human. She's belittling him? I don't see how she's belittling him, though. I really don't see how she's belittling him. What do you mean she's belittling him? She didn't belittle him. She just told him that she didn't want to have the same conversation again. Because they had it every week for multiple months. No, she didn't say she's way smarter. He said that she thinks she's way smarter than him. Because she said she didn't want to have the same conversation again. I think he's projecting insecurities. I think he has a lot of insecurities and he has a lot of issues, and it's not his fault. I really don't think he's the asshole either, by the way. I think he's just an excited guy. I think he's just an excited guy about the Loto, if you know, leave out the therapy stuff. I think he's just a little bit obsessed with Logo, and he probably isn't doing great. I mean, as she said, he talks a lot about his life failures as well, which at some point she told him she couldn't help him with that anymore because he had, you know, brought it up so many times that she thought he needed to seek therapy because he wasn't doing okay. I think the guy, this is completely like conjecture, of course, but I think he's very unhappy with his life, and Loto is a way for him to be able to dream about having another life. So he's really obsessed with it, and that's probably why he keeps talking about it when he plays. He's really excited because he's really hoping that maybe it can change his life around. I mean, that's sweet for him, but also I can understand for the person that listens to the same conversation that it gets tiring. Some people may manage, some not. I think no one's the asshole, but they do need counseling, and they need, like, he needs therapy. And you're the one something that has less chances to happen than a meteorite hitting Earth. I think that's an indicator. I don't think he actually relies on him, on it. I think it's just a way to cope. I'm not even sure he actually expects to win. I just think it's like allowing him to take a little bit of time every week to dream about another life. I think it just allows him to think about what ifs, you know? It gives him a little hope, perhaps, and it lets him think about what ifs. And it helps him maybe get a bit of control over the situation. Which is super valid. My guy is coping how he can. He's spending $10 a month on it or something. He's like under $10 every time. She's like, yeah, it's fine. You know, a lot of people do that. Oh well. And he doesn't have any other gambling addiction, so... I don't think it's the healthiest way to cope. I do think he should seek therapy. But, you know... Yeah. If it's 10 a month and you're spot on, I'd say, yeah. I don't think he's expecting, like, to actually win. He's just using that as a way to cope. Like, I mean, I think he'd be happy if he won, but, you know, it's like a sliver of hope. I find it socially structurally perverse to create this money staying home in the hopes of people. Yeah. I agree. I agree. I want to take a sip even if no one's the asshole because my mouth's getting dry. Hi there again! How you doing? So yeah, no one's the asshole here. No one's the asshole. Check the rest of here. I'll do something for you. I'll do something for you. Pay me. Pay me. And we can talk about it, class. Okay. Pay me the Lotto ticket. Lotto ticket, okay. Next one. Actually, should I leave it on? You know what, I'll do it. If someone does it, I'll do it. That is not the right one. This is the red text, here you go. You've seen it? You haven't seen it? It's not there anymore. Well, I'll keep it in mind if it happens. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, I got one about art. It's my kind of stuff. It's art. So, I should have a good opinion on this, no? Perhaps? Okay. Am I the asshole for insisting my friend can't take an art class where my son is modeling? No! That sounds really... I know it's art! But I don't know. For those of you who don't know, modeling is when you go naked. So... Am I the asshole for insisting my friend can't take an art class where my son is modeling? So... Modeling is when you go pose for artists. And usually you're naked. And I can understand that it'd be uncomfortable for a parent to have the parent's friend look at their naked child, even if it's in an artistic setting. Because usually you don't know the models. It didn't let me send the middle finger emoji. You know what? For your troubles, I'll drink 3 sips. Thank you. Communicating the cool ways though. Yeah, I guess I'm assuming too much. I'm assuming that's why they don't want, but... Why? Because I'm too nice? Thank you! Thank you for... How are we calling them? I need to find a name for these. I think Super Chat is lame. I think Super Chat is lame. We need to call it another name. Tattle chats, sure. Thank you for the blue tattle. Thank you for the blue tattle. Okay, let's read. My 43 female friend, Joanne, 45-ish female, is that friend in quotation mark. She's just very extra in every sense. She's outspoken, loud, always the center of attention. I have to admit, me and my friends think she can be fun to be around to a degree, but is often a bit much. My husband can't really stand her. He's also something of a cougar, self-described in parenthesis. She's divorced and is always chasing younger men, mostly unsuccessfully, and her talk tends to be on the bawdy side. Interesting. One of the art museums in our city offers classes, all kinds. One of the classes they frequently offer is a figure drawing class. Fine, I'm not an artist. I've tried, I can't draw a straight line. But I know that it's important to those who are. A year or so ago, my son, Sam, 19 male, actually volunteered as a life model for those classes. The museum had put out a call for models, and since they were looking for athletic types, there was some kind of Greek athletes themes to the class, I think. He and his best friend, who is also a teammate at school, volunteered. They basically dared each other, I think. Sam actually enjoyed doing it, and they paid pretty well. He actually thought it was highway robbery to just hang around and be still with his clothes off for an hour twice a week and then get to check. Hey, more power to him, he's never been shy. So they are naked. So you just sound like it's out of the sitcom, I agree. This is so weird. Well, even though I never mentioned the classes or Sam's involvement, Joanne has signed up for this class. Joanne always likes to insert herself in community things and thinks she's some kind of society maven, but as far as I know, she has never had any artistic leanings whatsoever. I think this is just an excuse for her inner cougar to come out and for her to have an excuse to be around naked young guys. Ew. In fact, I know that's the case. When she mentioned she was taking the class, I said, oh, wait, no, Sam is modeling in that class. Joanne gave a full shocked face and said, oh, is he? And smiled with raised eyebrows. Ew again. Joanne was never said anything overtly wildly inappropriate about Sam before, but she's made some comments about him and his friends that I'd consider more than borderline. I'd rather that she not be involved with this at all, or that Sam would not bother for the upcoming round of classes. Would I be an asshole if I stepped in and put an end to this in one way or the other? My husband agrees that it's all very cringy, but I also think I would be the asshole if I didn't just mind my own business and stay out of it. I really want to insist she not take it though, or that Sam doesn't model this round. I definitely don't want to tell Sam that he can't do it, but it might come to that. Bro, why are people calling her the asshole? Wait, there's an update, there's an update, there's an update. Have a good stream, back to my good luck, I'm very close. Thank you for the friend tax. I'll call it a cool tax. We'll call it a cool tax. That sounds great. Okay. Update. I'll clear some things here and give an update. 1, yes, I'll admit I'm judgmental about Joanne. She's not really my friend to a great degree, but is very ensconced in my friend group, which is quite tight. Tight? Yeah, okay. Some others do find her equally appealing, but others find her an absolute hoot, and so she's soul-rated by the group. Personally, I distance myself from her, and I'll be doing more. Her cougar status. She does date, when she can, young men in their early 20s and such, but she certainly seems to like and look at those even younger. 3. She's known Sam since he was about 12, I think. 4. Another incident or two that I think shows what kind of person she is. A couple of neighborhood boys went to her house to help her move some things in the attic and garage. These are friends of Sam. He wasn't involved, but they related the story. The boys were told more than once they could take off their shirts so they don't get all sweaty and dirty. In fact, she encouraged it multiple times. I don't think they did though. The last time our group was together in a restaurant, there was a commercial for the Olympics on the TV. Joanne commented, I love the Olympics. I've been watching that cutie Tom Daly in his teeny speedo since he was a teenager. Thanks, Joanne, but you get the picture. 5. She didn't know Sam modeled, and although she never asked me, so which class is he in, or anything like that, I have every belief that she researched it. She never had one bit of artistic inclinations before. I take the advice of many and just talked to Sam to give him a heads up. It gave him a major case of the icks. With gagging songs. And usually nothing bothers this kid at all. Trust me, he does not consider Joanne as a MILF. She's no kid, so she's not an elf, and elf doesn't apply at all. Sam is not interested. He beats the girl off with a stick and is as grossed out by the idea of her as I am. Solution. Sam says there are 2 groups on each day there are classes, and he said that it'll be easy to find out the student roster, and he'll just day of swap with his friend Dax, who's the other model. They've swapped before, and the instructors don't care as they're very similar types. Joanne won't even know until he doesn't show up. She'll be surprised, but maybe not disappointed, as Dax is a very good-looking young man as well. If she has no ill intention, fine, she'll still get to draw with a good model. If her intention was just to get a peek at Sam in the buff, or just to get under my skin about it, she'd have been thwarted. Good enough for me. She's so sus! That lady is- why are people calling the mother the asshole? Like, artists are etc. But come on, if you're an asshole... You know, yeah, you're not an asshole to what is it, Bammaries! What the hell? Nah, you're not the asshole lady. That is a completely normal reaction from a mother. It's good that she told her son. I would have said in this situation, definitely tell your son about it. Definitely tell your son about it. Because he's old enough. He's old enough for you to explain that to him. You know? He's old enough that he can understand your concerns about this. And he can also decide what to do. And here, that's what happened, and that's great. That's amazing. So yeah, I don't think she's the asshole. From the heads up, what's the right thing to do? Yeah. I think people were probably calling her the asshole because she wasn't like going to talk about it to him. Like she wasn't sure about talking about it. So yeah, I think that's probably a lie. But still, I would call her an asshole for that. Like I can understand the panic. I'm not a mom. I never will be. But I can understand the panic of a mom, when like you're like, oh my god, my son may be in danger. I mean, not in actual danger, but still very ill, Yeah. If she's thirsty in class and is obvious about it, the teacher will kick her anyway. Yes, really, probably. I've never been to a single art class in my life. Aside from, okay, I got in there in high school, and I didn't like it. I didn't like art classes. I thought they sucked. You're telling the moving boys they should take their shirts off sounds like a creepy mom from some cheesy Netflix movie show. I agree. This sounds like a sitcom thing. I don't remember who said that earlier, but it does sound like a sitcom thing. I'm wondering if it's real or not. I'm just wondering if it's real or not. But moving on. Moving on. Oh, we got another one with wait, no. Before I want to do another one that we don't. Wait. Oh, I got one here. Are you ready? Am I the asshole for not agreeing to get a cat? I'm gonna take 3 sips on that one, because yes, you're an asshole. Whatever your reasons are, I don't care if you're allergic. I don't care if you don't like cats. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what your reason is. Unless you're too poor to afford it. Unless you're too poor to afford it, how could you? How could you not agree to get a cat? Our classes don't help artists. That is very false. They do. Most of them grow by themselves with online classes. They just don't talk about it. Was a 10-year for Chug still on the table? Yeah. It's always on the table. Adopt that cat. Yeah, I'm allergic and I would absolutely get a cat. Give the cat. Apologies. No, not need to apologize. Not need to apologize. I need to apologize. I personally hate art classes. And I think they suck and I hate it. Because I hate structured learning classes. But I can understand that they're extremely useful. I don't like learning. It does depend which art classes you're taking too. There's a lot of art classes do kind of suck. They don't teach you fundamentals enough, but the ones that are like actually good and like specific colleges for it, they are definitely like good. 'Cause I had friends who took art majors in animations and stuff and character design. And I can tell you, it's good Kush. It's really useful. It's just that I personally couldn't. I don't like school system. I don't like school system. I was never much of a school person. Okay. So, I might be also not agreeing to get a cat. A little bit of a backstory. I want to burp. I don't like cats ever since I was attacked by one as a young child. Not valid. I'm not afraid of them, I just don't like them. Not valid. My wife loves cats and grew up having them. We currently have a 2.5-year-old, 2.5-year-old Australian cattle dog that loves to chase squirrels. Not valid. Rabbits, peoples on bike, etc. It's a herding instinct. How dare you not want to get a cat when you have such an annoying dog? My wife went to the pet store the other day with her aunt and came home having fallen in love with a cat. I told her I don't want a cat because I have concern about how our dog will react. How we will stop our dog from eating the cat food litter, and the added responsibility. I know cats are pretty low maintenance, but it's not zero, and being that I work from home a lot, it falls on me for most of the day. I also told my wife that it's not fair that she went to the store without warning and came home saying we have to make this major life change right now and that I'm just not ready to commit to it right now. Am I the asshole? Yes. Yes. Coward. Coward. Petty man. Coward. In all seriousness, though, I can understand. I can understand. I can understand because it is like a big thing all of a sudden. She's not asking you to get it right now. It's not like she came home with a cat, though. It's not like she came home with a cat. She came home with an offer that you can't refuse. I find it really funny though how he's like, wow, it's so much maintenance and responsibility when they have a fledgling dog. But I mean, to be fair, yeah, I can understand the fear with the dog though. I can understand the fear with the dog. But also, I need to know how you guys got the dog. Like, did you force your wife to get a dog? I'm still gonna say asshole because who would say no to a cat? Only assholes would say no to a cat. I get major iffy vibes from people who don't like cats. I'm sorry. It depends why you don't like cats. Depends why. But I get iffy vibes because a lot of people who don't like cats are people who like to control things. These cats are uncontrollable. Honestly, I think the guy is not an asshole. I want to say he's an asshole because how could you say no to a cat? But I understand. I like dogs like cats, but I'm allergic. Man, that's sad. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry for you. That sucks. I am okay with dogs. I wouldn't want another one. I used to have one. It was my baby, and I loved her very much. But having seen other dogs, most of the time I'm not a big fan. I think they're really cute. But that kind of just stopped there. I liked my baby because she was better than all of the other dogs. And there's the neighbor's dog is also really cool, and I really like him. But I don't think I would like a dog because that actually is too much maintenance. A cat is so little maintenance that I can actually take care of them. They're not that little maintenance though. It depends a bit on the cat, but yeah. Asshole or not, I don't think they're the asshole. I mean, I think they're the asshole, but I don't think they're the asshole. Realistically, I don't think they're the asshole. My heart screams a asshole though, because how could you say no to a cat? But no, they're not the asshole. An animal lover all around. Cats, dogs, birds, rodents, reptiles, spiders. As long as it's domestic, I love them. I love even non-domestic animals. I mean, I like dogs. Again, don't get me wrong. I like dogs. I think they're really cute. I just wouldn't want another one. I just wouldn't want another one. It's too much maintenance. I don't know. Am I getting EP already? I'm not even drunk yet. Okay. I would recommend petting a wild beast, a snake. I would pet a wild snake. Yo, Caco, I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay, next one. Am I the asshole for not inviting my sister's kids to my wedding? Depends. I understand child-free wedding if that's the discussion. Let's see. My fiancé and I are getting married in 7 weeks. It's been a rush wedding within 3 months. Due to my father being diagnosed with stage 4 cancer with probably only 1 month left to live. Good lord! My half-sister, 50, and I, 30, have always had a very volatile relationship. He's always resented me and even hates my fiancé. We have the same father but different mothers. For context, my sister and I have had problems since my baby shower due to me not inviting her kids to that. She insisted I should include her kids due to them being family, but I've never been close with her and I see my friends more as my family. It was no kids, no matter who it was. Oh yeah, so that was a child-free thing. Understandable. Go on. Go off, Queen. So, my half-brother has adult kids who are all included in my wedding. But I planned the wedding before I was on talking terms with my sister. Since my dad has been diagnosed, she has tried to get over the baby shower drama and started talking to me. Now, I told her she can't bring her kids to the wedding as it's no kids, but mainly due to having no extra seats available for her kids. I have invited her and her husband, but she turned on me again, insisting we're family, and it's so rude of me because dad is dying to not include her kids since my brother's kids are coming. Am I the asshole for not inviting them given the circumstances? I'm still conflicted if I'm doing the wrong thing. Edit. My brother's kids age range from 25 to 18. My sister's kids are age range from 7 to 17. My sister's kids are also highly autistic. It's a small wedding of 60 people, including the bridal party. It's also $160 per head. Due to me inviting my sister after a review, no many people... Oh my god, there's so many typos in this. How many people I can fit and inviting people accordingly? I actually can't fit her children in my reception due to space reasons. I have a spare seat at a friend table, but her children and... There's too many typos. I'm also on maternity leave due to having a baby 3 months ago, so I'm not in a financial position to change anything to accommodate my sister. Can I send a P super for it? You can send a P called text. Sure. That's a lot to unpack, yeah. So, father has stage 4 cancer, so lady decides to marry faster. So she does the wedding planning really fast, which means she's limited in her options, which means she's limited in the amount of people she can get in the wedding. She's not on speaking terms with her half-sister because they got mad at each other because she did not invite the half-sister to... She did not invite the half-sister's kids to baby shower. Thank you! Thank you for the P call tax! I really appreciate it! Thank you! Let me check. I'm ready. I wanna... There's half of this left. Cheers. Oh my god. Drinking sparkling things this fast is not bad. It's bad for your throat. Bro. It's sparkly. Oh, give me a second. I'm good. It's just sparkling. I'm gonna do the massivest burst. I'm so sorry in advance. Thank you for Pico Tax. I really appreciate it. We'll finish this asshole post, and I'll go grab my beer, my other spicy juice. Okay, so they're not on speaking term because kids were not invited to baby shower because it was a no kids baby shower, which is super valid. But this time around, the kids of the brothers are the kids of the brother are invited. But due to her inviting her sister last minute, she doesn't have enough space for the kids. And some of them are also highly autistic, whatever that means. I feel like the autistic part is like the good excuse thing. Because like highly autistic doesn't mean they're gonna throw a tantrum and destroy the place. But I was gonna get to that laser, thank you for mentioning it. But the difference, however, the difference is that the brothers' kids are adults. They're not kids. They're adults. That's a very massive difference. I would get, like, the 17-year-old one. I mean, it's not like it's a no kids thing. But still, that does play a part to me. And that's really valid. Like, you can't just leave the kids alone. So you're putting an ultimatum. For me, it plays against her. For me, it plays for her because you really don't want kids at your wedding, bro. Listen, I don't hate kids, but oh, I'm just thinking about it and I'm like, man, you don't want kids at your wedding. That sounds really annoying. So I don't think she's the asshole. Overall, I don't think the sister is the asshole for being a little bit hurt, especially because it happened like 2 times in a row. And I understand that with the situation, she kind of wants her kids to spend time with them and all that. Yeah, like again, I understand the other mom. She probably doesn't want to leave the kids alone. And then again, I'm sorry, but like, can't you just get a babysitter? Can't you just get a babysitter? I know I got babysitted when I was a kid and my parents wanted to go somewhere else. Literally, they have a 17-year-old brother or sister or whatever that can babysit them. Literally, just ask the bigger kid to babysit the younger ones. It's that easy. It is that easy. But I don't think the other mom is the asshole. I can understand it sucks. Because you want your kids to be around you. So... The autism argument comes in, etc. I really hate the autism argument. Because there's this idea of a highly autistic will screech and be unhappy with everything. And I think, actually, they might be happier at home. Because at least they can have their little rituals. If they are, like, extremely ritualized, in which case, yes, they might throw tantrums. Yeah, they'd actually be happier at home. Because that means their rituals are not being broken. If we're talking highly, like, actual, highly autistic. Yeah. So yeah. Our sister, she's like one of these people that are like, I have to monitor my kids 24/7. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't think she's a bad person either. I understand where she comes from, but I think she does need to respect her sister's choice because it is her sister's wedding in the end. So, yeah, no one is bad here. No one is bad. Sometimes you can't feel like it if your parents are not there. Yeah. Sorry, I just can't imagine how it must be like at 7 to have a secure attachment. What's it like to have a secure attachment to your parents when you're 7? Please tell me all about it. Not your wedding, you have to compromise. Yeah, either you come without your kids or you don't come. That's your choice. I don't think your sister will be mad at you. if you decide not to come because you want to stay with your kids. But at the same time, I think she wants to be there because there's the dad is there and the dad has cancer, you know? I think that the hard thing is the dad having cancer, and she probably wants the kids to be there so they can share like this big thing with their grandfather and the family and stuff. I don't know, I don't understand how families work. If the wedding is no kids, then either you don't go or don't bring kids. No need to get angry either. Yeah, I mean, it's not even no kids. Here it's just that she can't... There's not enough space for them. There's not enough seats or, like, catering. You know how for catering you'll usually pay per heads and stuff? There's not enough catering. She booked without being on speaking terms with her sister. And she managed to get a few more spots so her sister could join. But before that, she was not speaking with her when she was planning the wedding because they were angry at each other. So it's like, I mean, there's not even a question. It's not even like she could do anything unless she wanted to play like 400 euros more, which would be stupid. So yeah, kids hate weddings and these things anyway. Maybe, I don't know, but they really should. I think kids like it if there's other kids and they can play around with the other kids and eat cake. But like, just throw a party at home then. I don't know. I was trying to eat viewers. Oh my goodness. Okay. I do not like other people. I liked other people, but only if they played Pokemon battles with me. I was a cute little Eevee, and I would scream Eevee, and I would punch people. Good night, people and their best friends. Yes, they are. I wanna be on PRV screen so I can grab the spicy juice in the fridge. Okay? I'm gonna grab the thing in the fridge. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I close the brand playing Pokemon with the kids at the reception. If I ever have a wedding with Emmett Silk, because I think Emmett Silk would like to marry me, it'll be Pokemon themed. I'll be right back. I'm back, losers. I'm back, losers. I have the monster can here. It is actually the same size, maybe bigger. I don't know. Hitting canning some more. Hitting canning. I should have probably washed that. Huh. Oh yeah, yeah. Crack open a cold one with the blaze. This is so big. There's no fucking way I'm finishing this. Oh, it tastes pretty okay. That's crazy. It actually tastes fine. I was so afraid because I haven't tried these before. There's still a little bit of a bitter taste to it. But it's still good. What flavor, monster? Yeah, it's a monster. Yeah, it's monster. Yeah, it's monster. Yeah, it's peach. It's peach. It's peach flavored. It's like those Gordon cans. I can't tell the name of it. I will actually dox myself. But you know the Gordon cans? The Gordon beer thing? It's the same thing, but stronger. Peaches say, yeah! I'm Bowser! Bowser, please. Bowser, please. Bowser, please. Bowser, please. I'm drinking peach. I am peach now. Please come in my room at night. Peach, you're so cool. And when my slug, we're gonna rule. Peach, understand. I'm gonna allow you till the very end. Peaches, 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 I follow you. Hi, Skylar. Hi, Skylar. How you doing? What's up? What's up? I want to change the music. I don't know what music to put, however. Here. Sure. Party. I'm thinking just waiting to see how your spicy juice stream is going. Pretty good, thank you! We're judging people. We're judging people. I've only finished one spicy juice so far. It's pretty okay. But like I'm fine so far. I'm just tired because I think I had a long day. It's a little bit too bitter for me still. I think it's a little bit more bitter than the Gordon ones. But like it's fine. It's okay now that I can drink it. It's just slightly too bitter. I would add sugar in that. I just the correct opinion on people. I'm a licensed therapist. That's not a joke. That is not a joke. That is not a joke. I know it sounds like a joke, but it's not. Oh man. Gotta help us all. Yeah, this is the hands you're trusting to make you feel better. Wait, that sounded really fucking wrong. Well, you know what they say, Kanpai! Kanpai! You're a licensed therapist? I am a licensed therapist. Like, actually. I'm actually a licensed therapist. For real. Kanpai! therapy session went? Never. I need to therapy myself up first. It's true what they say. It's true what they say about therapists, people who study psychology having mental issues. It's all true. They weren't lying. I added a little bit of blush. I think it makes me look even cuter. I think you might have messaged that to me by our moment. Yeah, I think I have. I'm a licensed therapist. Yes. Yeah. 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 Oh yeah. Okay. I got the next. How am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for hosting events outside of my house because of a service dog? I don't think so, but I don't know. I don't like dogs. Never been fond of them, but I don't judge people who have dogs as long as they're responsible. I have a group of friends and we like to host events at our houses like parties, potlucks, game nights, etc. About 2 months ago, my friend got a service dog for her seizures, and I was already planning on hosting a potluck, but I didn't want a dog in my house. She sheds a lot. So I decided to choose a camping area where we can all have fun and enjoy, since it would be so fucked up to deny my friend from coming over with a dog that she needs. This has been going on ever since my friend, let's call her Sarah, got a service dog. Today was my turn to host, and one of my friends, say Jacob, suggested we do a game night. I told him that I would rather have events outside of my house, and, well, we don't have anything to connect my PS4 outside with. I suggested maybe we can do a movie night instead and go out to the movies. Jacob was confused and asked why I stopped doing game nights at my house, and I explained that I don't want pets in my house, let alone a dog that sheds. None better than I, but Sarah, started to question me, like if she is no longer welcome in my house. If I'm ableist, and I told her that I would rather host things outside of my house if she's going to need a service dog. My friends only come over if I'm hosting something, but if they did come over to my house just to hang out, then yeah, I'd put up with having a dog in my house. Sarah was not having it and started to call me ableist and unfair to her and her dog, that I've changed ever since she had a service dog, and I was baffled about everything she was saying. We ended up not hosting anything and ended up being so awkward that everybody started to leave the group call. I honestly can't tell if I should be ashamed of myself. Am I the asshole? No. No, you're not. No. I don't think. I don't think. Music requires it, it's not in the house regardless, so what? I mean, yeah, and also, like, I don't have a choice, but if this was my house, I also would have a no dog policy for a very simple reason. I have cats, and I get very, very annoyed when people come with their dogs. And, like, I understand there's a service dog, so I would understand, you know, yeah, it's a service dog. I don't know. Is Joanne driving home? Should I booze and krills? No, while driving, no, while driving. I can't say yes to that right now. But yeah, when you're home, sure. With pleasure. I only run service animals with the ones I usually see in public aren't usually the kind that sheds a lot. It depends. If you have like golden retriever and stuff like that, which are dogs that are very often used because they're very gentle, they can shed a lot. I don't know how I feel about this one. I don't really think he's an asshole. But yeah, like, he's doing parties outside for her sake. Like, yeah. It's not like it's needed to get to their house. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I personally really don't like people who just bring their dogs without asking, but here it's a service dog, so it's different. And he does say that if they were just gonna hang out, and it was not like a planned night like this, he would be fine with the, like, having the dog. You know, like, I think he says, let's go over it, my friends only come over if I'm hosting something, But if they did come over to my house just to hang out, then yeah, I'd put up with having a dog in my house. So like if it was unplanned and stuff, he would put up with having the dog. But since they're planning it, he might as well plan it outside. So I think he's being okay. I think she's the asshole for jumping the gun and calling him an ableist person. I think there's way too many. Oh, this man should not drink and talk about these things. But I think there's way too many people who jump the gun calling people that. Still setting up stuff and hosting, and he didn't bullet her. He's now the asshole. Yeah. It's really easy to call people ableist at the slightest argument. It's really easy to do that, and I really dislike it. So, I don't think he's the asshole. I don't think she's an asshole except for calling him an ableist. How the fuck do you pronounce that word? Ableist? 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 Ableism? Ableism? Ableist? I'm gonna give up on that word. Ableist? Ableist? Abuli? Ah. 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 Ableist. Ableist. I'ma move on. Ableism. I hate this word! It's so hard to pronounce. Ableist. Ableist. You were saying it right before asking us? I forgot how I was saying it. We won't be ableist. Yeah. I'm gonna move on to another post. Am I the asshole for having a security camera in my bedroom? No, unless you don't give me the footage. TLDR, I installed a security camera in my bedroom a while back. A bunch of my family members were caught going into my room, and now they're mad that I have one. That sounds like someone getting caught. That just sounds like people getting caught. That just sounds like people getting caught doing bad shit in someone else's room. Unless you do it with Uncle and someone else sleeps in it. Yeah. Yeah, the situation sounds like 4K. Caught in 4K, literally. Okay, so I moved back into my parents' house for university to save money and to rekindle a familial relationship because everyone but my dad and sisters were estranged. I have a dog, so I decided to get a nanny cam to watch her while I'm at work because she's sometimes destructive or getting into things she isn't supposed to. I decided to leave the camera on at all times when I wasn't in the house. I got to my boyfriend's house every other week. Due to my personal items being taken from my room, and I also noticed things just looked like they were rifled through. I asked my dad if this sounded like a good idea, and he agreed. And I also literally ordered the camera through his Amazon account, so he was well aware. For backstory, before I moved out the first time, there was a long history of my family stealing my stuff without asking, and just generally snooping around. They wouldn't return it either, or they would just act like it was an accident. Freshly washed underwear somehow ending up in my stepsister's dirty laundry, and her excuse was that it got mixed up in the wash. Okay, that's weird. Fast forward to today. Over the time that I was gone, my stepmom, my stepsister, and my sister were all in my room looking around or rifling with stuff. I told my dad and he talked to everyone, even though I didn't ask him to. Only my sister is home, so I went to talk to her about it when I got home to see what was going on. She said she was only returning paints that I loaned her months ago that she forgot about. She was upset and called me weird and said that she's uncomfortable with being recorded. You just didn't have to go in the room, you stupid dumb I'm sorry. I found out how we have security cameras outside the house, so I'm not sure why it's an issue with having them in my room specifically, when she's never in there normally. Then she spilled the beans how she overheard my stepsister and my stepmom talking about how it's weird that I have a security camera in my room, and that it's her house, we can go wherever the heck we want. This made me upset and of course to have proof of rifling through my stuff when I'm gone. My only boundary is that my personal space is personal space. It has been disrespected in the past, hence the idea to keep the cams on. Anyway, am I the asshole in this situation? My gut tells me I'm being gaslit, but I literally don't know. You are being gaslit. You're being gaslit so hardcore. Kleptomania is not, to my knowledge, genetically transmitted. Yeah, that's not kleptomania. This is people being asshole. You're not the asshole. Your family is. Your dad is a good one. Your dad is a good one for telling you it's okay to have the cam. I want to take a sip to celebrate. It's over room, that is their private priority, yeah. The dad is based. One of the things that has to move out. Yeah, but now that there's the camera, he can at least see. People walk. Yeah, those people walk. I agree. Don't let yourself get gaslit, bro. You're doing nothing wrong. Get that camera in your room. Show them who's boss. I don't think there's much you can do about it. Just leave the camera in your room and you'll have proof of everything. So not the asshole. Not the asshole. You're doing good. I'm proud of you for not letting people step on your toes. Also, I mean, it's valid. If you have a dog that you leave in your room, you want to see what the dog's doing. Because if there's an emergency with the dog, you want to be able to, like, call your dad or something. That's valid. Steps is stealing underwear sus. I know, but that's so weird. That's so weird. That's so... That gives me the ick. But I can't judge because I don't have enough context on that one. Is it step? There was a stepmother, a stepsister, and a sister. The underwear thing was with the stepsister. The sister went and brought back paint. Which is even... Well, yeah, it's really weird. Okay. Next one. Am I the asshole for not helping my younger sister just because she has cancer? That is a lot to unpack here. That is like a whole luggage of unpacking. A whole luggage of unpacking here. Okay, so before the story, I want to give background. Our dad is a Pacific Islander and our mom is just white. My sister, 14, and I, 17. Oh, this smells like bullshit. The smell, I can smell the bullshit coming from far, far away. I can smell it. I smell the bullshit. We're both born in the US. Our parents divorced when I was 6, I think. However, I continued to live with my dad until I was 11, whereas my sister stayed with my mom. I live with my mom now because my dad wanted to move back to the islands, but I didn't want to leave my friends. However, I know much of my family who still does live on the islands and keep in touch with my roots, I guess. This is mostly thanks to my dad. My sister doesn't. Okay, so onto the story. I want to try my best to read this because there's a lot of typos again here. And definitely the person writing this is a non-English speaker person, like a English second language person, ESL. They're ESL like me. Basically, they're just like me. For real, for real. Why am I like this? About 4 months ago, my sister was diagnosed with sarcoma, which is like a kind of bone/tissue cancer. She's had to go through a lot of procedures and spend a lot of time at the hospital. And I've spent a lot of it with her and helping her. And while I don't mind helping her, when she did get diagnosed, my mom expected me to drop literally everything to be there to help her. Meaning if she's at the hospital, I'm at the hospital. If she's undergoing a surgery or a stressful procedure, I have to stop everything I'm doing, including school, and sit in the waiting room as support. But all that I could handle, and it was annoying, but whatever. Okay, that sentence doesn't make any sense, but sure. However, recently the doctors finally decided they wanted to do chemo, and my sister's hair has begun to fall out. She shaved it, but is extremely upset about it because she really loved her hair. The other day, my mom suggested that I shave my own hair so we can be— No! Fuck that! Fuck that! The other day, my mom suggested that I shave my own hair so wig can be made out of it for her. For reference, my hair goes down to below my butt. However, the thing is, you're only supposed to cut your hair when a family member dies, and it's a tradition my entire family, dad's side, upholds. And to be frank, I like my hair and have no desire to shave it, as I've been growing it out since I was a kid. I explained this to both my sister and my mom, but both are insistent that I should do it, and that a tradition like that is meaningless, especially since my sister might die anyways. Well, just more reasons not to. I told them no. They've both asked several times more, and my sister is even begging. I once again reiterated why I wouldn't, and that asking me to was insulting. Gaslighting? And using your cancer and saying that you might die to get someone to do something is terrible. Now my sister is upset and saying that I obviously don't actually care that she's struggling and aren't being understanding. However, I've bent over backwards for her, so the fact that she's going so far hurts. But she's also never asked me of anything like this before and is really upset. So I just don't know. Am I the asshole? No! No, you're not! No, you're not! No, you're really not! You're not supposed to miss cool either. Yeah, your tradition is meaningless. Give me your hair on my dot. Like, brother. I might die, so I need to slay. That's so stupid. That's so dumb. You're not the asshole. Your mom is the asshole. I don't think your sister is the asshole because your sister is 14 and has cancer. So she's gonna be a little bit spoiled. Understandable, she's going through a lot. Your mom, though. Your mom is an asshole. Your mom is the absolute hassle here. You're not an asshole, honey. Honey, you're not an asshole. You're good. You've done a lot. I would not have missed school for it. Heck, I had stuff like that happen and I didn't miss school. So, yeah. You've already done a lot. Yeah, it's maybe the reason why this is behaving this way. That's what I'm thinking. Is it useful for your sibling being deathly sick is normal in experience, but the rest isn't? I mean, it depends. If you're, like, there to say goodbye or something, yes. I wouldn't see... But, then again, I'm not... There's two sides to my family. Akumama sides is pretty family-oriented. Akupapa sides of the family is pretty not family-oriented. Especially Akupapa. And I'm kind of like him. I'm not very family-oriented. I would visit. I don't think I would spend the whole day waiting for someone doing a surgery. Because it's not gonna change anything. They're in the surgery thing anyway. Like, I'd come see them before, perhaps. I'd come see them before and after. But not during. There's no reason to be there during the surgery. I'm talking out of experience, actually, here. And I can tell you the person was fine with it. So... But, like, oh, props to you if you want to do that. It's just... You shouldn't be forced to do it. Is my... Like, if you want to do it... Valid as fuck. That's great. But you shouldn't be forced to do it. It shouldn't be expected of you. Getting cancer is reason enough to drop what you're doing, but that's depending on your connection. I love my brother, and I would absolutely drop everything, but that's of my own volition. Yeah, that's the thing. It's of your own volition, and that's super valid. It does need to be your decision, though. If the person themselves asks, maybe as well. So, it's basically, yeah, I don't know if she's doing this against her will, really, but definitely not a good look for the mom. Definitely a really bad look for the mom, I would even say. Yeah. Bad look for the mom. Bad mom. Bad mom. Sorry, I have to say bad mom. And then we get to the hair part, and I'm flabbergasted, whatever. How could you not respect your other daughter's beliefs, and how could you expect your daughter to, like, what does it change, really? Now, instead of having, like, one daughter that's self-conscious about their hair, you're gonna have two? Like, that's stupid. That's dumb. It really only, like, benefits the youngest sister in the short term, and the elder one is hecked. That's stupid. That's stupid. I hope she finds better parents. Well, she finds a better mom. I hope she finds a better mom. But her dad kind of fucked off to the horizon, which... Can you guys say that? Yes, I can say that. Watch me. I can say that. I can say that if I want to. I mean, the dad kind of just left too. I do hope you find better parents. I'm so sorry. Good lord. Okay. Moving on. Next one. Am I the asshole for not buying my wife a plane ticket so she's missing the family vacation? I'm gonna need more context. What is normal to is her mom pulling her out of school for the day of the surgery since she's underage but only for that day? Yeah, no, that's valid. And then again. How many surgeries has there been? Because I can tell you, I didn't go to family members' surgery when I was in school. They did not pull me out of school for that. Is it family vacation if your family isn't there? I don't know. We're gonna find out. My wife is horrible with money. Oh, that's a great story. At the beginning of our marriage, we pulled out money together, and she would use all of it on scabs, of course. No, she would use all of it. Her job is paid. I'm gonna have to beg people to actually read what they write, so I don't have to, like, correct the sentences in my head when I'm half sleeping. Thank you. Her job pays shit compared to mine. So when we combined the money, she went crazy. I had many conversations with her over it, and even tried to get her to take a money financial class. Over time, it got worse and worse. About a year ago, I learned she was in bad credit card debt. I gave her a choice. Either divorce or if she separate her money and she needs to fix her debt ASAP. To her credit, she took it seriously and she's fixing her credit card debt. We have separate money and I pay for the bills while her only worry is to buy groceries. My family has a big vacation coming up and everyone's invited. The trip is in Europe. Hey, hello everyone! And plane tickets are going to cost 1,000 plus. My parents are going to pay for the resort, so the only thing needed to be paid is the plane ticket and fund money for the trip. I plan on going. She informed me that she'll not be able to afford the ticket. I pointed out the trip is in about 4 months, so she should be able to save up. She informed me that she needs to use it for her credit card debt in order to get paid off. To get it paid off. I told her okay, and I'll inform my family side that she can't make it. I'm not joking, by the way. It's really written the my. This started an argument that I'm not willing to pay for her ticket and me going on vacation without her. I told her this is her own fault, and if she was responsible with money, we would be here. So am I the asshole? You're the asshole for not writing properly. I don't know. I saw you struggle so much, bro. It was so hard to read. asshole. Everyone's the asshole. I feel like it's kind of assholey to go, nah, I'm going without you, heck you. The wife is the asshole because she's really irresponsible, but at least she's trying to fix it. She's trying to fix it, but she's still like an asshole too. But the guy is also an asshole for going, ah, no, fuck you. Even if you're trying to fix it, I'm gonna leave without you and go on the trip. Have fun trying to fix your debt. I think all of them are the asshole. I think all of them are the asshole. But I'm gonna take 2 sips. Now, how would I personally handle that? If I was the guy, I'm trying to think of how I would handle this. First, I think it was fine to give her the choice of like divorce or pull your shit together. That's really valid. For the trip though, for the trip, there's 2 solutions. Either I wouldn't go with the family and I would plan maybe a smaller trip with her so we could like still do something or whatever. Or I would offer to add it like as a debt to maybe like ask multiple people to chime in and she would have to like give them the money back later, but that would work on trust. That would work on trust where like she repays everyone. But maybe ask a few people to chime in so she can like maybe have enough help to be able to afford the rest of the ticket and come with us. So yeah, either you don't go and you maybe go on a smaller trip with her, or you don't go at all, nowhere, or you try and find a solution and she has to pay back later. I think that's valid too. One of those 2. Yeah, one of those 2 solutions. That's how I would have gone about it, personally. If you're in the debt thing, I don't see how him saying like it's because of you. Yeah, it's not helping. It's not helping, especially since she's trying. It's just like she's actually trying, and that's why she can't go, because she's actually trying to repay her debt now. So yeah. I think that's a pretty good interpretation. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? It's just beating a dead horse, yeah. Yeah, so everyone's the asshole, the wife, for being very, very irresponsible with the money before. But at least now she's trying, and the dude for going and just being like, it's your fault for not being able to come. Hi, Cleo! How you doing? What's up? What else do I have in my little list? I have a few. I have a few saved ones. Full capitalism moment, by the way. We love capitalism. It feels like he's berating her and believes he's better than her. Yeah, it does. It really does. Okay. Next one. Am I the asshole for sending a list of things my brother needs to clean before my friends arrive to hang out? And if he doesn't do it within time, I'll clean it, but send him a cleaning bill. The audacity is really strong with this one. I can't wait to read more about it. The audacity is really, really strong with that one. My brother and I are living with my parents' financial reasons. Oh my god, this just gets better. My parents are away on a very long vacation, 2 months, and it's up to my brother and I to look after the apartment and our family dog. I've lived like this before, just my brother and I, and wanted to pull my hair out because I can't stand how unclean he can be. Just an FYI, my brother is 1 year younger than me and we're in our late 20s. I'm quite a clean person. I like to clean up after myself. Okay, up to now it's like, okay. what I don't like is to clean up after people that don't help around the house, which is okay, that's valid so far. This summer, I made a chore set. Is it chore or core? It's chore, right? A chore sheet that splits the responsibilities down the middle. For example, I clean the kitchen sink, stove, fridge, vacuum the kitchen floor, look after the recycling bin and normal bin, wash bed sheets, towels, water all the plants in the apartment, brush my dog's teeth every night, and wipe down surfaces while my brother feeds the dog once a day, empties the dishwasher, and vacuums the apartment. We both have one bathroom to look after. Now, the problem has arisen that I'm having friends over and I would like the apartment to look clean, so instead of asking him in person, because I get attitude when I do, I sent him a series of photos of messes he has made that I would like him to tidy before my friends arrive. I told him if it's not done before they come, I'll do it by myself, but I'll charge him a cleaning fee because I don't do that shit for free. He got mad saying I ask way too much of him and I'm too much of a neat freak. I know people ask what are the things I send that he needs to clean up. His clothes are not in the laundry hamper, but on the floor of the laundry room. He cleaned the lint holder for the dryer in the sink and left the sink clogged with lint. Left his bandage wrapper on the entrance table. Didn't put away clean bed sheets I washed for him. Hasn't thrown away his stale bread or the empty dog food bag. Left bowl and pan in sink instead of dishwasher. Left his cup and bowl on the coffee table. Hasn't put clean garlic press he used and washed away. And lastly, it hasn't put away a washed Ziploc bag. I have given him plenty of warnings my friends are coming, 72 hours. And the things I sent him is this little mess that have been left out for over a week. I've held back from telling him these things before because I wanted to let him do it on his own time, but now there's a time limit. So am I the asshole? No, that's valid! That's so valid! That's so incredibly valid. You're doing your best to be fair to everyone in these situations. I can appreciate that. Cool. Hi, baby. Yes, I already said hi to you. Don't mind that. I'm trying. I'm trying to see everyone's point of view. There's a thing in communication. Oh, yes. Let's talk psychology. Do you know I like psychology? There's a thing in communication called the starting point of communication. And it's one of the reasons there's a lot of miscommunication. It's this thing where everyone's conversation and communication starts at a different point in time. So for example, the example they gave us when they were explaining that is that, you know, when you go to park in a supermarket and you arrive and there's a guy that's really badly parked. And you have no other choice but to also badly park because of the way the other guy is parked. Now, 10 minutes pass, you're in the supermarket, and there's another guy that comes in the parking, and the guy that was really badly parked is left. So all he's seeing is you being really badly parked, and now you're the asshole to him, even though you didn't have a choice. And he comes and he flips the finger at you, and he screams at you, and so you scream back because, well, you're mad, it's not your fault. And boom, you have an argument on your hand, even though it's no one's fault. So that's why I try to be fair to everyone. I try to, like, see it from everyone's point of view as much as I can. My boy's a boy failure. Listen. I understand people who can't clean immediately. I personally like to clean pretty fast. Not my room though. But like if it's a shared space. I know there's other tasks that I have to do in my own time, and I really hate when people remind me to do them because it makes me want not to do them, and I need to do them in my own time. The difference is I will do them in my own time. I might take 2 days, but I'll do them. I won't take over a week though. I will do the tasks. I will say on that day I'm gonna do the task and I will do it. But clearly here, that's different. Because clearly he hasn't done the stuff. And he knew in advance that the friends were coming. So now the other person is sending them a warning. And no, that's valid. Nah, that's valid. They're being super valid. I think it's really funny. I think it's actually really funny. I think it's valid for them to ask them to clean their mess. It's a shared space. I I think if it was like their room, that'd be unwarranted. If it was like the brother's room gets to be however the brother wants it to be. But I think shared space, especially because the brother doesn't seem to have a lot of stuff to do. Then again, it can be overwhelming. I know that personally when I get home, I don't want to do anything. When I get home, there's not a lot of stuff I want to do. I do like the bare minimum that I have to do, but usually I'll wait for the weekend. So that's why I'm like, I understand doing things in your own time, but like you have to do the things, especially in a shared space. You know? I'd say she's like 10% drunk, which is amazing. That I haven't. Ugh. I have a bite on my arm. It's a bite on my arm. Are you okay? I'm okay. There was a bite on my arm, and I felt like scratching it. You seem normal. Yeah, I'm pretty normal so far. I'm pretty normal so far. It hasn't kicked in yet. I told you guys I have really high tolerance. I have really high tolerance. If anything, it's just hot. It's just hot in here. I'm sleepy. So maybe there's some slight kicking. Which one had company coming over? The other person. So I think they're two brothers. So the brother that has their shit together. The brother that has their shit together, if you will. Was the one having people come over. I feel like at some point you can just clean the other person's mess, but at some point I understand like charging for it, cause they're their brother. Like they both have the responsibilities in this, and it's not like it's your partner or your parents. I've cleaned my mom's mess a lot. My mom is a very messy person. I'm also a very messy person, but only in my personal space. The spaces I share with other people are always super clean because I share those spaces. My room is super messy, but it's because I only have my room to put my stuff. If I had more space, it would be less messy. But my shared spaces are very, very clean usually. I try as much as I can to keep them clean. My mom is not like that. It's her house, so it's her space to her. She does leave a lot of stuff outside. She'll leave bowls on the table for a whole week, and I'm the one putting them in the dishwasher. So yes, at some point I can understand people freaking out. I think as the brother who had also responsibilities, yeah, they should either clean their mess when the friends are coming. It's really impolite. I don't understand how they like wouldn't do the thing. It's really impolite. You know, people are coming over to your house. Clean up, especially if it's someone else's people. Like, you know they're coming. Just do the thing. It's your mess. You gotta fix it. I know it's not fun, but you gotta take care of your responsibilities. You have to fix your mess, you know? I don't think the brother is an asshole. Like, I don't... Like, the brother who sent the message about paying a cleaning bill is an asshole. I don't think the one who did the mess is really an asshole either, to be fair. I think he's just a bit messy and he needs to learn to be less messy. But yeah. I can understand him being a bit blindsided because I would probably not do it like that. I would probably not go, hey, you better clean this or I'm gonna do it, but you'll have to pay me. I probably wouldn't do that. But yeah. I think it's still funny. I think it's just funny. I think it's just funny. I don't think it's assholey. Is there? Yeah. I think it's funny, but not assholey. Yeah. Also, go get that cash, man. Get that cash. Get that cash for sure. A clean person, a messy person, like every sitcom setup ever. Yeah. Yeah. I think you have to be a little bit clean though when you're in a shared space. I'm a really messy person. I'm an incredibly messy person. But I wouldn't ever dream of messing up too much a place I share with someone. Because it's not just my space. And I think it's a respect thing. You know? You can be messy, but I feel like when you start being messy in a shared space, that starts being a little bit disrespectful. Depending on the amount of messiness. I'm not talking, oh, I left the dishes in the sink for 2 days. Like, please put them away, but like, that's cool, yo. But if you're actually making the place a pigsty when you live with someone else, then that's really, really, really fucked up. The other person shouldn't have to clean after you to not feel unsanitary, you know? My mom has to do that at times because my younger brother leaves dirty dishes and such in his room and it throws ants and such. I've never had that issue, but I can tell you I've definitely left a lot of water bottles in my rooms and cups. At some point, I got way better at that. I used to have cups that I would leave in my room for 2 months and there was mold growing in there. There was mold growing in the cups. And I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm a really messy person. But I would not do that in a shared kitchen. Evil sister. I'm mold to meet you. I would not do that in a shared kitchen. But yes, I'm a girl disaster. I got much better at that. It doesn't happen anymore. I found the trick. So my issue with cups was that I had those... The mold cups. It does. It does. How you, Chloe? What was I about to say? Respect for people that like spill ketchup on the table. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Don't just just leave the ketchup stain there. Now, the issue I had, was that when I made tea, I needed to have those little tea things, you know, like the little metal balls that you put in your mug and stuff. And I hated cleaning those because you have to go touch the moist tea with your fingers and I hated it. So I would always put it off. And I hated doing it. And so I would just not do it. And that's why the cups were staying there for 2 whole months. Now I have bought tiny little tissue bags where I can put the tea and I can just throw them away right after and I don't need to clean a metal thing and go touch moist things, and there is no cups in my room anymore. Maybe once in a while there's 1 cup that stays there for 1.5 weeks, but that's about it. It doesn't stay for more than that. So yeah. Coffee is superior in that regard. No, coffee is not superior. So yeah, I found a solution. I've adapted. I have a giant brain. No, it's not, you're just wrong. Stop being wrong. Why are you being wrong? Why are you being wrong? Next one! The only cups that save my room are reusable water bottles that I only use for water. I try to do that and then I end up having like 30 bottles in my room. You're Aku, I'm Aku. I don't know what we're talking about. Anyway, next one. Am I the asshole for refusing to go to therapy with my dad and his girlfriend? My dad has been dating his girlfriend Jess for 2.5 years or something. I, 16 male, live with him and I'm his oldest and only bio kid. Bio kid, that sounds like a superhero name. But my cousins, raised as siblings, also live with us. They're my dad's niece and nephew from his sister. She's a mess and not in their lives. My mom died when I was 7. This sounds like a movie, too. Dad has dated a little since mom died. Never as serious as he is with Jess, though. I'm not sure if she's divorced, a widow, or whatever. She's 3 kids, too. Their dad isn't around as far as I know. They're closer to my cousin's age, 11 and younger. Jess and Dad were getting pretty serious, and a few weeks ago, they sat us all down and asked for a blessing to move in together and get married. The They said they wanted it to be a unified effort, and for us to come together as a family. Not a blended family, but to commit to being parents and kids, brothers and sisters. No steps or adopted mixed in. He said they do not want us to be that family in quotation mark, where kids are steps and halves and it's like they're not just family. The other kids were hell yeah. I said they had my blessing to marry, but I wasn't agreeing to the other stuff. Jess broke down and cried in front of all of us. My dad asked me to stay behind and told the other kids to go and play. He told me he knew it was a lot of change, but the younger kids would be so much happier if I claimed them as siblings, that he and Jess wanted to have kids together. The thoughts of me seeing them as his halves broke his heart. He said I love my cousins and see them as siblings. I said I use that interchangeably with cousins based on what they need, but I also knew and loved them before they basically became siblings, and I was a lot younger. Jess told me if I can't get on board, she can't subject her kids to being othered. Othered. Okay. I told her I can't get on board like they want, but they got the blessing part from me. Dad checked in with me a few times. Then he and Jess told me 2 days ago they had booked us in for some family therapy so we can figure out how to get me on board. Ew! 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 I told them I didn't want therapy with them and I wasn't going. And if I was forced to go, I wouldn't participate. They told me I don't get to just decide that. Yes, you do! Dad told me to be more of the man he normally sees, not the teenager who wants to sulk about blending families together because he misses his mom. Just asked me how I could be around her kids so long and not want to make them happy like my cousins. Am I the asshole? No! No! What? The Delulu is so strong with this one! The Delulu is so strong! We're over the gaslight girl boss thing! It's gaslight girl master! I never expected subscription-based illusion, me neither! What? You're paying to try and get your Delulu validated? Oh, you gotta fall from up high. Hi, Lindsay! How you doing? Taylor Swift with them getting married. I don't know why man said that wasn't up. Yeah, like, you can't force someone to recognize kids as their siblings. It's just really fucked up. That's fucked up. That is also the best way for it to never happen. I think... Let me think about this. I understand the feeling behind it. I understand it's hard. Because you, like, that's what you want. And I think it was valid to sit everyone down and ask for them if that could happen. Because why not? But if someone says no, they say no. Like, if they're not comfortable with it, you can't just force them and be like, no, we will be a family, because it's not something you can force. If the person doesn't feel that way, they just don't feel that way, and you gotta let it happen. Either it will, either it won't. But it might if you let it happen naturally. If you just let the kid, like, you know, spend time with the other kids, maybe. But you can't force it. Is you drunk? I'm not drunk. I'm just burping. Gasky bro like gay boss. Hello Snills. I gay boss too on my free time. Just normal Aku. I'm like 1% spicy Aku. I think it would have been fine if the labels weren't what the parents wanted. What do you mean by that? Which labels are we talking about? I'm sorry, I'm a bit dumb. I need a lot of explanation. Need a lot of explaining done to me. Like, I think the sentiment is sweet in itself until they go, you'll go to therapy whether you like it or not. At that point, it starts becoming a little bit messed up. be messed up. Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit messed up. Just a little. It's just a little. I don't understand why people fuss about labels anyway in these situations. Me neither. The parent gets upset because the child said they wanted to call them half siblings. I think it's what they wanted. I think it's because they wanted not. It's not how they call him or them. It's more like what they feel like they are to them. Like the parents wanted the person to treat and consider the kids as if they were his actual siblings and not just half siblings. But that's not something you can force, you know, like Akulytes is not my real one-san. We have no... We're not blood related. And I consider her as my sibling. But I know for other people, they have like half brothers and half sister, and they just consider them as half brother and half sisters, and not just sister and brothers. And you can't really control that. You really can't force that. But yes, exactly, Dav. I agree. If you leave it be, it can turn that way. Because I can tell you, I definitely did not consider my sister at the start. She was my friend before becoming my sister. And when we got in the same house, we started throwing hands at each other. We started pulling each other's hair and punching each other and bitch slapping each other until it calmed down and we started seeing each other as sisters. You can't really control these things. You can't control these things. Throwing hands in session. No, it was more of a fight that was like, this is my house. No, this is my house too now. And so we were fighting because of that. Sometimes the step/half label doesn't undermine the importance of that person. Yeah, exactly. I think it's fine for them to have asked, to have said what they wanted. I think that's healthy communication for the dad and the stepmother to have, you know, actually asked and said that they were hoping for that. I think that's okay. But that's where it stops. If one of the kids says, hey, I'm sorry, I'm not comfortable with that, that's how it is. And maybe they'll change their mind, maybe they won't, but you can't force them to. Breaking down because things look as you want is very comfy. Yeah, that sounds very gaslighting and manipulating. But yeah. I think you're not the asshole. And I don't think the parents are completely... Okay, no. They were not the assholes up to the point where they went, you will go to therapy so you can accept this. Like, that's the fact that's the thing that really... Sorry, that really is icky. It's the... Here, let me find that line again. Then he and Jess told me 2 days ago that they'd booked us in for some family therapy so we can figure out how to get me on board. So first point, they're forcing him to get therapy. They're forcing him to get therapy. That's already kind of bad, but sure, whatever. Second point, they're not getting therapy to try and get better as a family. They're not getting therapy to process the feelings that they have or talk about it. They're getting therapy to make him agree to their views. That is not what therapy is for. That is not what therapy is for. Therapy would not be to get him on board. No. No. That is really icky. So I would actually say that at that point, the parents, like the dad and the girlfriend, become the assholes. Yeah, so... Also, the point is that also is really icky, is the dad saying, I want you to be an adult and not a teenager that's sulking because he misses his mom. Reminder that his mom is dead? He's 16-year-old? He's not an adult, he is a teenager. And yes, he does miss his mom because she's dead. Like, yes, it was 10 years ago, whatever. Come on. That's icky. That is icky. That is so icky. I'm so sorry for that guy. I am so sorry for that person. Yeah, so she could like back in over a kid like OMG. And what a great dad, my god. That is the asshole. For legal purposes, that was a joke though. I got it. By the way, don't forget to like the stream and subscribe if you too miss your mother. If you too think you need therapy, don't forget to like the stream. I can give you free therapy. It just won't be good. I never said it would be good therapy. I never said it would be good therapy. Moving on. Good therapy is a thing we need, I think. Oh my god. It's really hot in this room. I can command for your chance to be fixed by a man-headed demon licensed therapist. Bro, how am I a licensed therapist and still manheada? That's crazy. Okay. Oh yeah, we got another family one. Are you ready for another family one? Am I the asshole for not being happy for my sister while my baby was in the hospital? Woo! Big vibes here. We're having fun, everyone. We're having so much fun. My husband, 30 male, and I, 31 female, were pregnant. Yeah, we were pregnant. That's actually really cute. The way she says we were pregnant is really cute. We were pregnant with a very high-risk pregnancy. We almost lost the baby many times, and were told from the beginning that they'll most likely not make it. My sister, 29 female, was the first person I told at 5 weeks pregnant. Sorry, I had a burpee. She does not have children of her own yet. She was very happy for me and did everything she could to support me during my pregnancy. Fast forward through a very hard pregnancy, my sister is prepping to leave for a friend's wedding out of town. She assured me she'd be back before my scheduled C-section. Things went wrong and I ended up giving birth a week early. She's still out of town. I insisted she stay there and she calls frequently to say hi. My baby is very premature and has to stay in the NICU. I'm not sure what that is. I just had major surgery and the pregnancy hormones are hitting me real hard. Every time she calls, she's in the middle of conversations with friends, and although she's calling often, her attention is only half there. But the third call, I'm upset because I feel that she's not really there for me, and I end up hanging up since she wasn't paying attention to me anyway for minutes. My husband becomes concerned and texts her an apology. Sorry, your sister hung up like that. We're just having a hard time right now. Maybe we can talk about it your trip later. She texts back her whole slew of messages saying we were being rude and my husband should back off, and it was not necessary to say that to her. I text her to lessen the tension and explain where my husband was coming from, but she refused to listen. It became heated as I went from being a mediator to fully taking my husband's side and calling her selfish for not seeing how we can't enjoy her trip story while our baby is suffering in the hospital. It has been a month and there's always a lingering tension between the three of us, and it's been brought up in many fights since. Every single time I stand firm that we were right to be sad for a baby, and she insists that we were rude and selfish people for hanging up on her and her happy trip with friends. If I bring it up, she insists that I'm not happy for her, or I don't like hearing about her life. Am I the asshole for not being happy for her in the worst moment of my own life? He was pregnant! He was pregnant! He was Porgonante! Porgonante. ICU, intensive care unit. What's the NICU then? It's NICU. Night intensive care unit, perhaps? First, can I point out how sweet the husband is? That woman has a great relationship with her husband. First, they're both pregnant and we get MPreg. And second, the husband is concerned about the wife and sends text to the sister to, like, be like, hey, sorry, it's not the right moment. I mean, that's normal, but it's cute. My standards are through the floor. The bar is under the floor. I'm just saying. But that's cute. Vacation stories are kind of less important than sick baby. They are. I will say there's one thing that I find weird. Okay, so I'm rereading, and the thing I find weird is how the person writing the post says that the argument itself is about how she has to be happy about her sister's trip while her baby is suffering. But then the way she describes the conversations she had with her sister, the sister never talked about her trip. So I don't understand. Because I thought the problem was that this, like, here, I'll reread a few sentences so you guys get what I mean. So they're talking about her calling, and they say, she calls frequently to say hi. Every time she calls, she's in the middle of conversations with friends, and although she's calling often, her attention is only half there. By the third call, I'm upset because I feel like she's not really there for me, and I end up hanging up since she wasn't paying attention to me for a few minutes. For minutes. So the thing here, I thought the problem was that she was calling but not really being there in the conversation, right? But then later on, the argument becomes about something else completely. Because what they say after is that every single time I stand firm that we were right to be sad for a baby, and she insists we were rude and selfish people for hanging up on her and her happy trip with friends. If I bring it up, she insists that I'm not happy for her and I don't like hearing about her life. So when does it become about her talking about the trip? I don't understand. Like, to read another thing again, it became heated as I went from being a mediator to fully taking my husband's side and calling her selfish for not seeing how we can't enjoy her trip stories while our baby is suffering in the hospital. But there's no trip stories we've been told of. I thought the issue was not that she was telling trip stories, but that she wasn't really there during the calls. So it's really confusing. So your sister's doing an emergency just to go. But that's the thing. The conversation, like, the first paragraph is saying that no, she is calling often to say hi and to see how they're doing, but she seems to only be half there because she's with friends. So she seems to not be there enough in the conversation, not be fully present and available in the conversation. But then it becomes about her talking about her trip, and I don't know which one is which. So I find it very confusing. And there might be, that's my opinion, but I think there might be some interpretation for the person from the person writing this. There's a little bit of interpretation from, like, how the sister is acting, I think. But I don't think you're the asshole. It's valid to react like that. I don't think the other sister is an asshole either, though. Unless she's actually really saying that you're not happy for me to be on the trip or don't like hearing about her life. But the story is, like, I'm reading this, and either it's a case of ESL or forgetting or, like, being a bad storyteller, or it's a case of someone lying. I'm saying lying, but it could be just perceiving reality in a way where it's not, like, interpreting too much. You know? Kind of like if you come home and your neighbor doesn't say hi to you, and you're like, wow, my neighbor hates me so much, and actually your neighbor just hasn't seen you come home. Or they just don't say hi to anyone because they haven't been raised like that. And it's not against you. It gives me that vibe. It gives me that vibe. Of like over-exaggerating something. But I completely agree that like, if you're gonna call someone, even if you're on a trip, overthinking? Yeah, overthinking. I don't know if it's overthinking, because I think it's a mix of overthinking and maybe... I wouldn't say overthinking. I don't think they're overthinking it. Because I can understand, like the part where she says that her sister is not fully available, like, not fully present in the call. I don't think that's overthinking. She probably feels it, and I understand her being upset at it. What I'm confused about is how it turns from that to my sister wanted me to be happy that she was talking about her trip. Because when she tells you about the conversation, that's not what it's about at all. It's about her sister not being available for her. So I don't know. But I still, whatever the case, I still don't think she's the asshole. Because clearly, your baby is premature, you're super anxious, and you really don't care about other people's stuff at the moment. And you want the people around you to be present for you. So whatever the issue is... Yeah, the thing is, I'm having a hard time pinpointing what exactly the issue is. But whatever it is, she's valid. If it's either her sister is not there enough for her, or the sister is talking about her trip too much, whatever, I can understand. For the sister, it really depends. If the sister is just in the trip and she's kind of like half there, I don't think she's the asshole. You know, she's on a trip. What can you do? If the sister is actually really being mad at her sister for not being interested in her trip while her baby is in a life or death situation, then yes, she is the asshole. So yeah, I'm not sure. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I'm reading comments and people were saying like, it doesn't seem like that baby is that premature, but I don't know. I don't know. Professional, that's not even a psychologist thing, that's just, I'm confused about what the issue is. Not that I don't think there's an issue, it's just that the way they're explaining things makes me feel like it's... They go from one issue to one completely unrelated. It again feels like a communication problem, because they're coming from... The first thing they say is, my sister is not present enough during the conversation, and then they switch to, my sister shares stories about their trip. About their trip during the conversation when I'm worried about the baby. So maybe it's just both. I don't know. I don't know, but they don't mention that, like, that's weird. That's just weird. But yeah. I'm starting to get eepy. It's fucking midnight. It's fucking, I'm so eepy. Let's do one last one. A very eepy moment. We've been yapping for 3 hours. I haven't seen the 3 hours go. Hopefully Bib is okay. It seems like they are. Sorry, I was yelling at... I love you guys. I love you guys. Okay. Not love asshole tonight. No, I just picked random ones, but... You want assholes? I can find assholes probably. I mean, you know, things and situations are less asshole. Yeah, I like to be really nuanced on these. Okay. Oh yeah, I get a Karen one. I can't wait. Am I the asshole for escalating to the manager? Oh my god, Karen! Go off, Karen! Go off, Karen! Is that you too? That is just actions that you hold up people. Yeah. I'm trying my best to actually analyze this. I sips are you in spicy juice? I don't know. I don't know. I'm winning at life because you guys are here. And I love you. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Yep. Let's read this. But yeah, it's a bit too bitter. I think this is a bit too bitter. I'm not a fan. I don't think I'm buying this again. The Gordon one is better. The Gordon one tastes better. Join the Discord, it's cool. And maybe after this, I'll see what I do. But if I'm not too sleepy, I may do impromptu movie night. We'll see. Okay. I, 24, went on vacation with my boyfriend and two of my friends and their partners to a resort town somewhere near Upper Klamath Lake. My friends and I decided to explore the town's offering while our partners went off to outdoorsy activities. Stop making me laugh! We stopped by this cafe and I was looking about setting up a winter vacation to Boston since I have family there. We wait for our drinks and then our drinks are cold when I'm talking about the loose plans for the Boston trip. The server, male in late 20s, interjects and says, "If you're going to Boston, I don't think you should go to the Liberty Bell." I say I wasn't planning to and try to grab my drink. He has my drink in his hand and continues to elaborate about how the Liberty Bell was a waste of time and a lot of other stuff about how it wasn't a good way to spend money. Drink spills a bit, then I call the manager and say, "This guy's holding my drink hostage and ranting about the Liberty Bell." Oh, we love a Karen. Thank you for the heart. Thank you. Bro, that is such an overreaction. Like that, okay, 100%. The waiter is being obnoxious. I can understand that. The waiter is being obnoxious as fuck. But you don't have to call the manager over it. Oh my goodness. The manager, an older man, takes the drink out of the worker's hands and asks what he was thinking. He says, "I'm just warning these ladies that the Liberty Bell is a waste of time if you go to Boston." My guy has beef with the Liberty Bell. He has so much beef with the Liberty Bell, it's crazy. The manager opens his mouth, but I say, "The Liberty Bell is in Pittsburgh, and I have no plans to go there." The manager nods to me and says what she said. I just want a refund, and I asked for the refund because it was bad customer service. I don't think anyone is the asshole. I just think everyone is dumb as fuck. It takes a bit. The manager apologizes and gives me the refund in cash, but my poor man. The three of us woke up, but I can feel the piercing gaze of the worker through the back of my head. My friend says, "That wasn't right of you to say. It was a hostage situation. He was just being oblivious." I roll my eyes and we peek out a new dessert store, and I say that the service there was better because my drink wasn't being held hostage. My friend again says oblivious, not hostage. At this point, I'm just like, let's drop this, and then we head back to a resort to wait on our boyfriends. Am I the asshole for escalating to the manager because I didn't get my drink soon enough? I think this is the funniest Karen post I've ever read. You get a 10 out of 10 from me. I think it's really funny. I think it's incredibly funny. The man is taking Patrick hostage is actually killing me. I'm imagining the guy with the drink in his hand and holding the glass just high enough that she can't reach it. And he's just ranting about the Liberty Bell. That fucking bell, man. Man, that stupid dumb bell is the stupidest dumb bell I've ever seen in my life. That is incredibly funny. Funny out of 10. Everyone is funny. I don't know what to tell you. I think... I don't know, I just think it's really funny. I think she's more of an asshole than him. But also, why would you go to rants about the Liberty Bell while holding someone's drink? I don't know. I don't think he's an asshole for it. I just think he's weird. She's an asshole for it because she escalated to the manager. The poor guy is probably getting some tips off of his thing, whatever. She's probably getting some money out of his salary or whatever. The waiter is really weird and funny though. Maybe the drink tastes better for people who dislike the Liberty Bell. Maybe. Maybe. I'm starting to get... I'm starting to feel the effects. It's one thing to go into a rant. That sounds personal? It does. It sounds really personal. My guy has beef. I don't know where it comes from, but he has beef. People are saying you're the asshole for posting a fiction and dragging the joke past the punchline. Everybody knows it's in Philadelphia, you absolute pike. First, I would like to say that you absolute pinecone is one of the best insults I've ever heard. My personal go-to is you son of a cat, but you absolute pinecone is really funny. What is this? I strive to be as lucky as Liberty Bell. Bro, if only... You're the asshole. The waiter may have been clumsy and unprofessional, but don't you think you're being a little bit dramatic? That's like going, of course, you piece of... You piece of plastic! I want to steal that one. Thank you. I want to steal the piece of plastic one. That is my insult now. I want to call people pieces of plastic in the street. Oh, man. Okay. That was a good last one. That was a really good last one. Patsy Patsy. When she calls me a piece of plastic, it just gets to me, and I'm so glad it gets to you. Get plastic, baby. Okay. Well, I almost finished the second spicy juice. I'm kind of impressed. I'm starting to feel, well, I'm starting to feel woozy. If I'm not in bed in 5 minutes, we might watch something on Discord. If I'm in bed, then we can't watch things because I'm sleeping. But I think this is where we gotta stop it, because we've been at it for 3 hours. That's actually crazy. I'm so happy to do Zatsu then. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I don't know if it was enjoyable or not. I hope it was. I had a lot of fun reading just these dumb stories with you guys. It was really, I mean, to me it was really fun at least. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Drink water? I will, promise! I promise I will drink water. I promise I'll drink water. Thank you for the fun stream. I love you guys. It was fun, definitely interesting to listen to your train of thoughts. I love these kind of streams. I love to yap. I just like to yap. I just like to talk, man. But I want to do more Zatsu with you guys. I just can barely find time. Especially fanatical, especially you guys. Thank you. I'm glad you guys have fun. I spent a wonderful time with you guys too. Mwah. I love you guys. Now, there's a good chance I go to bed, but if I don't, I'll see you on Discord. But for now, I'm gonna say the thing. Are you ready? Ready? Do you see the little guy? You see the little guy here? He's right down there. He's right down there. I'm gonna put that away. He's right down there. He's down here. Oh my goodness. He's down there. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's down there. Did Tuttle drink? No, Tuttle is the driver. Tuttle is the one who drives. Tuttle is the one who drives. As usual, let's say the thing. Are you ready? I'm gonna say, what's Tuttle? And I want you to say, what's Tuttle back? Okay? 3, 2, 1. What's Tuttle? Oh, it's Tuttle! Oh, it's Tuttle, my dear Akulytes. What's Tuttle, my dear Akulytes? I love you very much. Thank you for spending today with me. It was fun. It was so fun. I'm so happy. You guys make me so happy. I'm gonna get a bit emotional, but I do want to say it. You guys make me incredibly happy. Incredibly happy. You have no idea. So thank you. Bye for now. Please take care.